Hello guys, and today was a difficult morning in Ukraine because Russians once again targeted our schools, kindergartens in Kyiv, Lviv and many other regions of Ukraine. But there was an answer and there were explosions and fires in Kursk, Belgorod and even the heart of evil empire, Moscow. Unfortunately, after 2 years of this very brutal war, we don't see any protest against it in Russia. The majority of population support invasion of Ukraine. So there is no other way to stop this war than let Russians taste their own medicine. War is returning back home to Russian Federation. And you know that in my videos, I provide you with an ordinary Ukrainian perspective on this very extraordinary times. So an ordinary Ukrainian now knows really well what GLSDB is. And this is a new type of a bomb that perhaps was used for the first time in history by Ukrainian armed forces when targeting Russian positions, military positions on very temporarily occupied Ukrainian territories. Let me tell you more about all of these things in the video. My name is Anna and I vlog daily from Ukraine since the start of the brutal Russian invasion. So if you're new to the channel, you support Ukraine, please subscribe and help us fight against Russian propaganda and fake news. And my longtime friends, check your subscription status and hit notification button. So since quite a long period already, after each attack on Ukrainian territory, we are able to answer and target military objects in Russian Federation. What is also important, the cities that they were using as a military basis for supply and further movement of troops on the border with Ukraine are now turning into a war zone too. And I'm speaking about Kursk and Belgorod. Many people who live there hear the explosions, watch the unprofessional work of Russian air defense systems as they were never prepared to protect Russian Federation. You know, according to the plan, the war was supposed to end in 3 days, but now after 2 years, there are more and more fires, explosions on the territory of the invader, of the mother of this war, Russia. So people are worried. Many actually want to escape. They are dissatisfied. Most importantly, they are dissatisfied not with Ukrainian army that, according to Russian propaganda, does not exist anymore, but they are dissatisfied with Russian Federation and the way it does not protect its citizens, which is actually true. So there was a fire on an oil depot in Kursk. There were explosions in Belgorod and partially destructions caused by their work of air defense, and Moscow was on fire too. Subscribe to demonstrate your solidarity with Ukraine and to see Russia defeated and learn more about their cities based on fires and destructions there. In Moscow, the huge fire was in the office of their main newspaper that was extremely popular in Soviet times, Izvestia. We don't know what's the reason for this fire. It may be, once again, because of Russian negligence, someone smoked again, but a huge metal dome collapsed, symbolizing the collapse of Russian propaganda. I think it's a beautiful message that God directly sends to Russian hell. But let's focus on something positive, and that is the usage of a very new technology by Ukrainian armed forces. And here I want to thank all of our partners and all of you, my dear friends, who address your politicians, authorities, that we need your support because Russia has to be stopped and punished. If we don't do that, authoritarian regimes will continue, and we don't want that. So GLSDB is a new kind of bomb that can be expanded to ground-launched small diameter bomb. You see, a Ukrainian knows everything. Like, now we know so many things that, like, just a war ago, I could not imagine learning, knowing, and even thinking, wow, such a good thing. Of course, I'd like to live in the world where we don't need any bombs, and on contrary, we focus on the development of, I don't know, medical technologies or something like in the entertainment or even fashion, but with such dangerous regimes that are looking how to invade, how to kill, how to loot. Of course, we have to be protected. And my advice, unfortunately, in the next decades, we don't have the privilege of relaxation and demilitarization. So these GLSDB bombs, they were developed in 2019 by two companies, US company Boeing, oh, I love their planes, and a Swedish company Saab, which once again proves that such a partnership, US and Sweden, must produce something really good and groundbreaking. Literally groundbreaking, because if we see the photos shared by Russian troops, the result of the work of this bomb is really devastating for the invaders, and this is good, because what were they doing on the territory of Ukraine? You know, it's the easiest way to survive and live your normal life. Return back to Russia very quickly. We don't want anything of you. We simply want our 1991 borders back. So this bomb was developed back in 2019, and it has wings. And it can travel 150 kilometers, and it allows it to fly. I mean, this wind technology is better for targeting direction, and it's very likely that the usage of this bomb was for the first time in history. Our allies from Pentagon said that soon they will arrive to Ukrainian front lines, and that was announced in January, so very likely that this innovative technologies are already on the territory of Ukraine. What is important, they can be launched with the help of HIMARS and M270 launchers. I'm frightening myself with this kind of knowledge that an ordinary Ukrainian girl has to have. It was not my choice. So anyway, this is important, and I hope that we will get your support, because here we stop not a local conflict but a very illustrative aggression of authoritarian partnership against the democratic world. And our only way to win is to be better equipped, because they have millions of people they are ready to sacrifice, and they have millions of missiles and artillery pieces and whatnot back from the times of Cold War and Soviet Union. We don't, but we have our partners, and we honestly trust you, because we don't want to live in the world where Russia, North Korea and Iran are the winners. Let me know what are the other topics you would like me to speak on the channel. Remember to subscribe to my Instagram. I'm really active there, and soon we will have one beautiful competition with the help of our merch shop. So do check my Instagram and join. I'm also on Twitter, Threads and Discord. Be careful of scammers. I never invite you in comments to Telegram, WhatsApp or anything else. And also we continue our 14% discount in our merch shop until tomorrow. So if there are items that you like, go and get them. They also work really well as reminders about Ukraine and conversation starters. We need your support a lot. Thank you for buying me coffees, becoming my patrons. That's a privilege and a great opportunity that you give me daily. But most importantly, united we stand. Persuade those who doubt. Speak to your politicians and representatives. This means a lot, and this is very important, because 2024 is going to be difficult, but it can also be victorious. Thank you once again for your support, and Slava Ukraini!